Missouri campus, the University of Health Science and Pharmacy in St. Louis. It is a beautiful day here in St. Louis. The temperature's around 70 degrees, so it's a great backdrop for our day. My name is Anita Gentry, and I am the undergraduate transfer representative here at UHSP. We are so excited to have you join us today. Today, we have students and families from all over the United States and internationally. We have students from Missouri, Illinois, California, New York, Maryland, just to name a few. We thank each of you for taking the time out of your busy Saturday morning to connect with us. While this event is virtual, we do have a small group of staff that are here with us to bring this event to life. Participants in Preview Day Live are doing their part to limit personal interactions as we seek to reduce the spread of COVID-19. We are all following the strict protocols for social distancing and wearing masks when not on camera. As most of you know, we are giving some scholarships out today to prospective students, so please make sure you fill out the survey in the chat box to be entered into that giveaway. Our preview days are typically a day when we get to show you all what our campus has to offer, and while we're sad to not have the chance to meet you in person, we are thrilled that you've decided to join us in this virtual format. We have a lot of great information sessions planned for you to attend throughout this morning and the afternoon. And I hope that each of you leave today having learned more about the pathways to success that UHSP offers its students. I'd like to give you a quick outline of the virtual sessions available to attend. But first, I want to introduce you to our Vice President of Marketing and Enrollment, Beth Kezaraskas, who will provide updates and exciting news happening on our campus. Beth?
Thank you, Anita. Hi, everybody, and welcome to our first virtual preview day for the fall semester. I want to say up front, a virtual event is not ideal. I know many of you have been spending a lot of time on your screens, whether it's FaceTime, Zoom, any of those mediums. And without a doubt, we'd much rather have you on campus here in person. We're asking you to use your imagination. Imagine you are here on campus in the crisp fall air. You can see the beautiful fall colors on our trees. And we'll do our best in a responsible, socially distanced way to help you experience all that UHSP has to offer. I'd like to highlight a few recent news items before we dive into the day. We received approval from our regional accrediting organization very recently, just last month, to offer 2 new Master of Science degrees. One in medicinal chemistry that can be paired with our pharmaceutical chemistry undergraduate degree in a 4+1 format, and one in global health that can be a wonderful complement either to our Doctor of Pharmacy program or paired with any of our undergraduate majors. A study published by the Georgetown University Center on Education and the Workforce ranked us #1 in return on investment in a bachelor's degree at the 15 and 20-year mark. We were ranked among top tier of colleges and universities nationwide. We also were only one of 2 institutions to rank in the top 10 for short-term returns 10 years after enrollment and remain in the top 10 for long-term returns at the 40-year mark. That's a pretty good return on investment. I'll also give you a sneak peek. Our Board of Trustees approved just earlier this week for us to offer a new Bachelor of Science in Data Science. You'll hear a lot more about this later today, but think about, not only will this just be a great undergraduate degree path to a career in a hot field like data science, but imagine pairing a bachelor's degree in data science with a health professions degree like pharmacy or medicine. Sounds like a pretty powerful combination to me. Here at UHSP, we're educating the next generation of pharmacists and practitioners, leaders and innovators who will solve society's most pressing healthcare challenges. Whether you're looking into undergraduate programs in our College of Arts and Sciences, our flagship Doctor of Pharmacy program at the St. Louis College of Pharmacy, or our new graduate programs, we invite you to explore your passions in healthcare-related programs and discover all that University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy in St. Louis has to offer you. I hope you and your families continue to stay healthy and safe. And I'll leave you to begin your day with us, but first I'd like to show you a short video showcasing the recent transformation of our brand identity and our name.
Thank you, Beth. That video is so exciting to me. I get goosebumps every time. While with so many innovative and exciting things happening here at UHSP, you might be wondering, how can I join your campus? My next guest is ready to talk admissions. Please welcome our fearless leader, my friend, and the UHSP Director of Admissions, Jill Gepke.
All right, good morning. Hi, I'm Jill Gepke, Director of Admissions here at UHSP. We have a wonderful day planned for you and also with our friends from across campus and of course our fabulous admissions team. A little bit about admissions. In admissions, we're here to help you in your college search process. Our staff are here to guide you along the path to discovering the right college fit and find your future career. We have a campus community which provides the structure for a strong support system for our students, which also includes engaging with our fabulous faculty members. We're continuing to build on our strong legacy of creating leaders in healthcare. Of course, this past year was one that no one could have predicted. We all empathize with our students and their families in this college search process, and we are adjusting our policies to help. We've always had a holistic admissions policy where we've closely reviewed a student's transcript, test scores, coursework, GPA, personal statement, and letters of recommendation. But we realize that in a pandemic, life is different. School is certainly different. ACT, SAT, PCATs, they're all different. So this year, we've adopted a test optional policy for both our undergraduate and professional programs for fall 21 application cycle. Our test optional policy is designed to help students. If you submit test scores, we will consider them as part of your whole application packet. But I do want you to know that we are prioritizing your academic history over test scores. We've also adopted a student application portal to help you request your references easier. We will also provide automatic merit scholarship evaluation under that test optional policy as well too. We're here to make sure we're helping you through this process and not making it any harder. Now, we do recommend that students start their application process from our website at uhsp.edu from the big Apply Now button on the top of the page. And that's because we've streamlined our application and removed all of the fees from the application on our website too. And of course, we'll certainly welcome the Common App if you've already had that completed. Whatever way is going to be easiest for you. Our graduate student application will be released later this year, and our professional students will need to apply via the PharmCast website. Now, I know PharmCast may be a little bit overwhelming, but I do want to let you know that we do have our own PharmD staff member to help you along with that process, and you'll meet Courtney a little bit later today. Now back to application process. For our first year, first-time freshman applicants, we have 3 ways to apply: early decision, early action, and regular decision. For our undergraduate transfer, graduate, and professional applicants, we have regular decision timelines. Just remember, December 1 is generally the early timeline for our first-year students, and March 1 is generally for our regular decision for transfers and professional and first-year students. Our early decision application process is for those students who are only applying to us, and if accepted and the financials work out, it'll commit you to attending here with us in the fall. Our early action process is an abbreviated application process which allows students to be initially considered for admission without a personal statement or references earlier. We're also doing a fun giveaway this year. We are doing discovery packs. And just because everybody loves swag, we are sending out surprise packs of UHSP swag to our early completed applications at the end of each month. Complete your applications, including your transcripts and references, by November 1 and receive 2 surprise packs. If you complete by December 1, you'll get 1 surprise pack. The earlier you complete, the more swag that you get, regardless of your application type. Now, about the preparations for the application. We recommend a math, science, and English-focused high school prep curriculum. If you have the opportunity, we do recommend taking additional courses in those areas. If you're not able to do so, that's all right. Just focus on taking a challenging curriculum. As for supplemental application materials, we want to get to know you as a person. We approach admission at UHSP a little bit differently. We're looking for our next leaders in healthcare and research. We're looking to admit students to our community, which is our family. We want to get to know you. So we do encourage applicants to submit recommendations from teachers, a guidance counselor or advisor, and a personal statement. We want to learn more about you and why you'd be a great fit in our family. And trust me, we do spend a lot of time reading those application materials, and we love to learn more about you. We're excited to learn more about you and welcome you home. If you're exploring majors with a healthcare or science focused, you found the right place. When we admit an undergraduate student, we admit to our College of Arts and Sciences, home to our undergraduate majors. You are able to confirm, change your application major during your advisement and registration process. It's certainly all right to explore majors. One of our most popular application majors is undecided, so it's completely okay. I hope you will join the academic session for healthcare degree opportunities and talk with our amazing faculty and learn about all of the potential majors that we have here. Now, if you look at our legacy in pharmacy, you can see our strong science-focused undergraduate education is a major piece to that successful career path. We're expanding on that to provide pathways in related areas from physical therapy, dental, pre-med, and our new graduate programs in global health and equity and more. This also falls into the healthcare degree program session, so make sure you check that out. Now also, as a side note, I do want to highlight our professors in those sessions, Dr. Buchholz and Dr. Ori, both who work very closely with students in a wide range of activities. You'll see them in pre-med advising, conducting research with students, but also in our concert and theater productions as well too. They're a great resource to learn more about how our faculty are so active and they build relationships with our students, and that's part of what makes you at UHSP so different. Now, if you're focused on the PharmD pathways, you've also found the right place. If you're applying as an undergraduate student, either as a first-time first-year freshman or an undergraduate transfer, we will still admit you to the College of Arts and Science, working towards a pharmaceutical science pathway. We'll work with you through the advisement and registration process to map out your path for either the integrated bachelor's degree PharmD program for our 7-year pathway, or we can look at the 6-year pathway. And of course, we will look at any dual credit or AP credit you bring in to see how we can make your pathway the most efficient it can be. If you're applying as a professional student directly into the 4-year PharmD program, we will admit you to St. Louis College of Pharmacy after the interview process. We're known for our Hallmark Pharmacy program. We've got multiple options for the PharmD, and we're here to help make sure that you find the right path. If you're looking at the professional program, make sure to join the professional pharmacy pathway session later today. And if you're tired and you're really confused right now, that's okay. That's a lot. And that's what makes us different. We can help make sure that we get you onto that right path. And the wonderful thing is we've got a pathway just for you. And we'll have the support to help you discover which path is that right path as well. And you're joining Preview. This is just a preview of what life at the university is like. I hope you'll take advantage of the other opportunities we're offering today and beyond today to learn more about our community, our family, and our university. We host many opportunities to connect with us, from weekly virtual information sessions, virtual tours, lab discovery days, and of course, socially distanced individual campus tours. Just visit our website to learn more underneath the Visit button. And please remember one thing, if nothing else. It's our wonderful staff who are here to help you all along the way. Reach out to them. They really are wonderful and will connect you to the faculty and staff members to make sure that you have all of your questions answered to help you discover that right path. Part of the reason why we love what we do in admissions is helping you and your family find the best way to join our family. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and I'm going to turn it back over to Anita, who is our MC extraordinaire for the day. And with that, please let me know how we can help you.
Thanks, Jill. Okay, let's gear up and get ready for the exciting part of this program. I think all of us are ready to get that started. So yesterday, Most of you, or maybe this morning, received an email with the links to kind of the event and the sessions that we are offering. So I want to go over that very quickly. So after this concludes our live session, you will have the opportunity to choose So session A is Explore Our Healthcare Degree Opportunities, and as Jill said, that'll be brought to you by the College of Arts and Sciences. So it's a great opportunity to learn more about our pathways and our different career paths. The second session, which is session B, is Invest in Your Bright Future, so we can learn about financial aid, and our Director of Financial Aid, Dan Stifler, will be leading that. So then at 11:15, we will have 2 additional breakout sessions for you to join. The first one, as Jill had pointed out, discover our professional pharmacy pathways. Dr. Tricia Berry will go over the pathways, different types of pharmacy, and the careers that you might be interested in. And if you did not get to join the Invest in Your Bright Future financial aid session, you have an opportunity to do so again. Starting at 12 p.m., we're going to be back here live during an interactive session to provide you with a chance to experience our campus through a virtual tour and to find your people, and you'll get to meet some of the faces that make UHSP such a great campus community. At 1 p.m., if you still have questions, and we hope that you do, you'll connect with the admissions team for a meet and greet. You can talk, chat, ask questions with our team as well as students. Now, if you're like me, in case you need help with technology, as I often do, or if you're not sure which session to join, we do have a help teams room that's available for you to join. We have someone from our admission staff manning that throughout the day. So feel free to hop in that session and ask a question or receive guidance. So we're nearing our end of our time together, and I've certainly enjoyed spending my morning with you. You know, we recognize that this virtual format, it is no substitute for joining us in person. But we encourage you to take advantage of the ability to enjoy this event from the comfort of your own home. So grab your favorite snack, a cup of coffee, a blanket, whatever, get comfortable and get ready to discover all that UHSP has to offer. We'll see you back here live at noon. Enjoy your morning.
fine. Once you're set, I'll have him talk. All right, cool. If you want to step on that tee and then just say a few things, you can do a few tests.
Test. Hope things are going well, Aaron. Hope things are going well.
Are you hearing any of that?
Test.
A little less? Yes. Sounds good. All right, you want to try it again?
Test. Testing.
Happy with that? Cool. And are you okay with his positioning and? Awesome. Cool. Ah. Okay. You want to do one more time?
Testing one. Testing.
Perfect. All right. Sounds good. Then he is set. I will move on to the next person. 1390. Awesome. All right. Thank you.
All right. So I need my laptop and
Okay.
my headphones, I
Yeah.
assume, sitting right over here. I'll plug the laptop in so it doesn't accidentally die on me.
Yeah.
And then I brought my wired headphones because I didn't want to
Okay.
all of a sudden have something crazy going on with.
Yeah.
So I'll just set everything up here,
Yeah.
and then I'll just be listening to the broadcast.
Doesn't bother you that I'm not this close. Oh,
I'm back with you, Aaron. You're in.
I'm in? Do they want me to
They
do
said
anything?
They hear you. Okay.
On me?
You
Should I start?
Talk at your normal
So
volume.
okay.
Start. You can start.
Thanks, Courtney. I'm director of I'm I'm Jill Harder. I'm the director of athletics, fitness,
Okay.
and recreation. All right.
Okay, hang on. I'm just turning down the volume because you're so good. Hang on.
Because I project like a field hockey coach. Do they want me to test it as or? Want me to go
Okay,
again?
try again.
Okay. Thanks, Courtney. I'm Jill Harder, Director of Athletics, Fitness, and Recreation, coming to you from the UHSP Fitness Center.
Stop. Okay, one more notch down. Okay, thank you. Okay, one more notch
They're
down.
like, dang, she's loud.
That's good.
Can I have you talk a little bit?
Yep, how's this? Let me know if you can hear me. I hope you're enjoying your time with us so far and starting to get a feel for what our campus community is really like.
Are you able to hear her?
One of the things that I love
It's
most
muted.
about
It looks
UHSP
like the mic is muted on here. Is that supposed to happen?
is that we are
Yeah,
small
yeah, that's
enough
routine,
to have
so-
personal and caring relationships with
I'll
our
move the
students.
mic, I'm thinking it's just too low.
Can't hear me. I'm gonna put it on my
Yeah, put it in the bottom part of your
my polo.
Yeah, polo right there. Yeah, with the mic facing. That's perfect.
Okay, you wanna try this and see if you can hear me?
He says that's much better.
Okay, cool. I hope you are enjoying your time with us so far. I feel like I work at an amusement park. Please exit to the left.
Okay.
I don't see her.
Back to bottom. All right, we'll
I
do.
don't.
All right, back. Oh.
I don't think Fabian or Walter are done with their other sessions yet.
Okay.
So I don't think they're in the minor chat yet.
Okay, I'll let him know. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Sorry we're running around.
No,
but
that's okay. And so everything looks good though?
Everything looks
'Cause
good.
the
She
sun-
sounds good.
Okay,
She's all good.
great.
Cool.
Thank you
I
so
just
much for
won't
your
move
help.
No
until
problem. Yeah.
until then.
Okay, so yes, so Heather, at the end,
Actually, I can let go of that.
let me. Oh, you are live now.
Oh, I am.
Not live. Hey, you're on the minor chat at least.
Oh, I see myself on here too.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, let me turn it down. Okay, I turned it down a smidge.
Did he say take a step back? Hi, my name is Ryan Page, and I'm the coordinator for the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, yada, yada, yada.
Great. Okay.
Hi, my name is Ryan Page, and I'm the coordinator for the Office of Diversity and Inclusion.
She's talking. Does it still need to go down again?
Hi, my name is Ryan Page, and I'm the coordinator for the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. Test, test, test.
It's okay. Okay.
Too loud.
Yep.
Test, test. This is Ryan. I'm in the Multicultural Center.
I can turn it down another notch.
Should I talk quieter?
Yeah, just. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, it's kind of a complex thing. You have multiple things going on. So this is going to go in your pocket or on your waist, whatever's more comfortable.
Okay. Let's try that.
And then we're going to have you clip that onto like the inside of the top of your shirt so it's sticking out. Hello, Aaron. Okay, yeah, we're setting it up. We haven't even got it on him yet. So I'm gonna have you just say a few things into the microphone.
Okay, sound check, please, sound check.
Very hot. Okay, a lot less. Okay. All right, talk again.
Sound check, sound check.
All right, say something. A few more.
Sound check, testing.
Okay. All right, can you say it again?
Sound check, testing.
That's so strange. Has it changed at all? Doesn't seem. Are you on? You're on 2 on the mixer, right? Coming in. Yeah. Try again.
Testing, 1390, testing.
It doesn't sound bad. Okay, you're all the way down on the mixer. And I think you're at like 20 on the one above. You're not very high on that either. It sounds okay? Okay. Awesome.
Timing wise.
All right. I'll head back. All right.
Just for the time, should I give him a cue at like 2 minutes
Yeah, if you could,
that
yeah,
would be
you-
great.
I
if-
can give you 2 minutes.
yeah, like,
You want me to just do that? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna actually have you take that pack and put it in your front pocket. We're seeing it's drooping.
Oh,
your shirt a little
okay,
bit.
sorry.
No, you're all good. I just want to make sure you're looking good.
And his talk should be 5 minutes at that 5-minute mark.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, and I'm sure you saw the yellow marking on
Yeah,
the floor.
stay
Awesome.
here,
Perfect.
stay here.
Yeah. You look
Now,
good there.
do I need to keep these on when I'm talking?
I think it's just so you can hear them.
can
So if you
hear
need to
them,
hear
yeah.
them, then yeah.
Oh, okay,
So you
all
should
right.
keep it on to hear them because then at that 5-minute mark, you'll direct it to
To Eric, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'll keep them on. That's,
Yeah,
that's
sorry
fine.
about that.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I appreciate you guys.
Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate all the work you're putting in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, really, thank you.
So go ahead. Okay. Yes, he can. Bob, you can hear Courtney, correct? Courtney, can you hear? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Tricia Berry. I'm the Assistant Dean for Student Academic Affairs. I'm happy to talk with you today about our Doctor of Pharmacy program. Is it working? Okay. My voice is kind of soft, so I might have to yell. Okay. Hi, my name is Tricia Berry. I'm Assistant Dean for Student Academic Affairs and Professor of Pharmacy Practice. I'm delighted to talk with you today about our Doctor of Pharmacy program. Okay.
So these folks are going to tell you a little bit about those services that they provide to you when you're a student here, and I'll let them introduce themselves. If you have any questions for the presenters during this, we have a few ways that you can send those questions in live time. So you can either join our Microsoft Teams chat room and put those questions in our Q&A that's been going on all day, or you can text 314-479-9883 with your questions. We'll see if we get them. Who knows? Or you can come just into the live chat if that's available to you and put your questions there. Either way, our admissions team will be standing by at 1 p.m. in that Q&A Teams meeting. So any questions you don't get answered or you can't seem to get through, come join that and we'll answer your questions afterwards. Since we only have an hour in these sessions, again, each of these presenters is only going to have a few minutes to tell you about what they do here at the college and what services they provide for you. So also let us know if there's something that you want to know more about. We are going to have two additional preview days later in the semester, one on November 11th and one on December 8th, where we hope to break out into more detailed sessions about some of these presenters. First off, before we get to the presenters, since we can't have you here on campus with us and show you around campus, even though it is such a beautiful day, we wanted to show you a pre-recorded virtual tour of our campus. Again, it doesn't replace seeing it in person, but hopefully this will keep you excited and wanting to come back, set up a one-on-one tour with your admissions representative soon. So here is our admissions rep, Jordan, to show you around campus.
Hi, my name is Jordan Blair. I'm an admission representative here at St. Louis College of Pharmacy. Come along with us and we'll take a tour of campus. Right now we're about to walk into the Recreation and Student Center. This is the cafe. The 5th, 6th, and 7th floor houses our dorm rooms. This that you're looking at is the lounge area, so students can just come to hang out, work on homework, study, watch some TV. Also have a little kitchen area. Behind me is the laundry facilities. Here are the dorm rooms. All of the dorm rooms are shared by a bathroom. Behind me is the student lounge, so of course students can come hang out, study, work on homework. Down the hallway behind me, which you cannot see, is the all of our student services. This is our student lounge. Here's our fitness center. Next, we're gonna go to Jones Hall. Over here is the South Resident Hall. It's home for the upperclassmen. Smaller building is where our Chick-fil-A and our Starbucks is at. This is one of the labs. Jones Hall is home to our undergraduate students, so they can do all of their classes and labs here. This is the office for the technical support team. So if you need help with your laptop, or any device that you use while you're on campus, you can always go here. This is one of the classrooms also in Jones Hall, again for our undergraduate classes. You can see the whiteboards behind me, so every class on campus has these whiteboards, and the desks will also swivel around in order to help with a more collaborative type of classroom. Now we're going to make our way to the academic and research building. This is the first floor library. You can see behind me is the actual library. And then the whole area students can utilize as study space, work on homework, more hangout space as well. We are on the second floor library. Here is a little bit more of a quieter study space for students. So you can see the individual cubes, as well as all of the rooms that are behind me that students can use for study groups. They can hook up their laptops to the computer screens, TV screens that are in there. This is one of the lecture halls on campus. The really cool thing about these is that there are speakers on the ceilings that can record the lecture that's going on, as well as having the multiple projection systems, so that way if a professor is teaching and they need to utilize all of that space, it allows for students to really have contact with that. As well, that's super cool, is that if you're trying to work together in some type of group project, the two tables are on the same level, whereas normal lecture halls are usually one table per each floor, so it helps to make a more collaborative type of classroom setting. This space behind me is Callahan Lounge. You can see a whole lot of space for students to be able to study. It helps having the floor-to-ceiling windows to bring in just natural light. So in this building, the Academic and Research Building, we have 4 labs that are pharmaceutical based. This one right here is the Community Skills Lab. Unfortunately, we cannot go inside because you do have to be a licensed pharmacist in order to actually be inside the classroom, as you can see, because of the capabilities and items and all the really cool, awesome things that they have inside. One of the best things about St. Louis College of Pharmacy is that we're located within Washington University's medical campus, which is surrounded by some of the top hospitals in the country, like Children's Hospital and Harvard Jewish Hospital.
All right, thank you so much, Jordan, my fellow redhead in the office. If you had any trouble seeing that or hearing that video, just let our office know and we'll send you that link so you can view it at your leisure at home. Now I'd like to start introducing you to the folks that we have standing by on campus. Some of these very people had a really impactful, were really impactful on my time here as a student, and I hope that you'll be able to clearly see the care and compassion that each of them put forth in their work. First up, we have Heather French, who is our Vice President of Student Affairs, and she will share with you all the student support and student success opportunities that her and her team provide to you. Heather, take it away.
Hi everyone, welcome to UHSP. I'm Heather French, the Vice President for Student Affairs, and I'm joining you today from the 4th floor of the Recreation and Student Center, or the RAS building as our students call it. So Student Affairs is a collection of offices that are really here to support students both academically and personally. As you likely know, UHSP students are committed to academic success. In fact, if I'm on campus pretty much any day of the week and almost at any hour of the day, and I'm walking around, I can find students studying in the library or in the study rooms or here in the RAS building. Most of our students also utilize academic support services regularly, such as academic coaching, tutoring, the Writing Center, and these are all designed to help make sure students can master time management, to develop study strategies, and hone their professional writing skills, as well as prepare for exams. As an example, we have group and individual tutoring that's available to almost students in every class. Peer tutors who have completed and excelled in these classes previously are delivering the tutoring services. As an example, last year, we had more than 4,000 sessions that were delivered to students. So there's incredible resources here, and we really want to make sure students take advantage of them. College isn't just about the time you spend in the classroom, it's also about learning to advocate for yourself and about taking initiative to learn and adopt new habits for success. And in Student Affairs at UHSP, we can help you develop that plan for success. We can make sure that you are utilizing these services, and we strongly encourage you to really use these academic support services. Student Affairs is also home to several offices that provide personal support to students. So if you will be an incoming first-year student, you will likely live on campus in our North Residence Hall building, which sits atop the top 3 floors of the building that we're in now. If you're an incoming transfer student, you'll likely reside in South Residence Hall, which is just across the quad on campus. Our Residence Life office manages both of the residence halls on campus, supervises the resident advisor staff, who are the peer students that live on the halls with you to provide resources to students. And also they organize a lot of fun events for you. We also have our counseling services, which is located just down the hall from where I am here. This is a free, confidential service that provides personal counseling to any student who really just needs a listening ear. These are warm and non-judgmental professionals. They're trained to help with a number of issues ranging from stress and anxiety to depression and more. Of course, we also want our students at UHSP to take advantage of the full university experience. we have dozens of student organizations on campus for you to get involved in. And really they range from topics such as culture to special interests, sports, faith, health professions. They run the gamut, and any of these are great opportunities for you to get involved and to have fun on campus. We also have 7 Greek organizations that students are eligible to participate in starting in their sophomore year, as well as a multitude of pharmacists, student pharmacist organizations, our campus programming board, and the Student Government Association. In fact, last month, the campus programming board brought an axe throwing instructor to campus, which was really fun. And that's an example of the types of things that you can have really new experiences when you come to UHSP. So even during pandemic times, we want our students to be able to connect with each other, to build relationships in a fun and non-stressful way, both virtually and in person, as long as we are following COVID safety guidelines. Over the next few weeks, our students at UHSP will have an opportunity to watch a big screen movie night on the quad, to sign up and participate in a virtual tarot card reading event, to join in on our annual pumpkin smash, which is a lot of fun, to battle it out in our Tuesday night trivia series, which has great prizes, by the way, and even to do some grab and go, sort of take and make snacks or crafts. We also have staff members who are dedicated to serving our incoming international students, staff that support students who receive accommodations both in the classroom and otherwise, and staff who are dedicated to meeting the needs of our first-year students specifically. So in summary, Student Affairs is about supporting students. We really care, and that's why we're here. I hope that you're enjoying your time here at UHSP and that all of these opportunities are giving you a sense of what it's really like to be on our campus. One of the things that I love the most about working at UHSP is the fact that we are small enough to develop these personal and caring relationships with students, so with you. And yet at the same time, we are nestled in one of the most premier medical complexes and in the really great neighborhood of the Central West End in the city of St. Louis. So I hope you're enjoying your day, and more so, I hope that you're able to come and visit us in person sometime soon.
All right. All right, thank you so much, Heather. Next, we actually have a student here on campus with us to say hello and introduce herself. So Lily, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Lily. I'm a sophomore here at UHSP and I'm pursuing the biomedical sciences degree. My favorite part about UHSP is the close sense of community that we have and that we continuously build upon. And I chose this school because of the unparalleled support that students receive here. Thank you. Back to you, Courtney.
All right, thank you so much, Lily. As you can see, we're still really socially distanced, so we're all getting used to that. But again, we're really happy to be able to at least be here and present to you with some of our students on campus. So now I'm going to actually head back over to the Recreation and Student Center, or our RAS. First up, we will have Jill Harder, who's our Director of Athletics. And then Jill's going to throw it to Ryan Page, who is our Coordinator of Diversity and Inclusion. So Jill Harder, take it away.
Thanks, Courtney. I'm Jill Harder, Director of Athletics, Fitness, and Recreation, coming to you from the UHSP Fitness Center. Let's start with recreation and fitness because it impacts our entire campus. And it's all about offering well-rounded experiences to our students. Our fitness center is open 7 days a week to students, faculty, and staff, and has pretty much everything that you need to get in a good workout. We have a full line of cardio equipment such as treadmills, ellipticals, stationary bikes, and rowers. We have a full array of pin select machines, and as you can see behind me, we have free weights, a group exercise room, 200-meter indoor walking track, and a recreation gym that is a full-size basketball court that can be subdivided into different areas for different use. It's a great way to work off stress from a really intense curriculum. During the regular year, we also offer a full array of intramurals. Some of our perennial favorites include flag football, basketball, volleyball, indoor soccer, and then we also have had some tournaments such as wiffle ball tournaments, pool, ping pong, pickleball. It really revolves around how our students' interest evolves year to year. And yes, we do have intercollegiate sports, and that's what I'm going to talk about next. We are a member of the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, and as an NAI institution, we can offer athletic scholarships to talented student athletes. We're a member of the American Midwest Conference, and some names that you might recognize are Missouri Baptist University, Hannibal LaGrange, Columbia College, Harris-Stowe State University, and William Woods are all teams that we compete against on a regular basis. We play our games in first-rate facilities. Our home games, our home basketball and volleyball games are all held in the 1,100-seat competition gym. Our soccer teams play at St. Louis University High School on the turf under the lights. Our tennis teams call the Tower Grove Tennis Center home, and that's just a short 10-minute drive from our campus. And then we also use Clayton Parks as a way to, as a place for our softball teams to play their games. We offer 8 sports and have 14 teams. So we offer men's and women's sports in the men's and women's teams in the following sports: volleyball, cross country, soccer, basketball, tennis, track and field, and we have a women's softball team. Also, we're really excited about our newest sport, which is co-ed esports. We're going to compete this year in collegiate leagues of legends, Rocket League, FIFA, Overwatch, Smash Brothers, and Valorant. We have a brand new esports arena that is top of the line, and my friend and colleague, Eric Knoll, will be broadcasting from there a little bit later, so you'll get to see that area as well. If you're interested in finding out more about our sports, please visit our website. You can even watch one of our live streamed home games through our website at eutecticsports.com. My favorite thing about UHSP is, and I'm kind of partial, is about RAS right here. It is a first-rate place for people to live, study, compete, have recreation opportunities, and really it's all about the commitment that UHSP has made to our students. So, and it's all in one building. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ryan Page.
Thanks, Jill. Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Page, and I'm the coordinator for the Office of Diversity and Inclusion here at UHSP. The Office of Diversity and Inclusion partners with our campus community to embrace and value our distinct cultures, worldviews, abilities, and experiences in order to maximize both individual and campus-wide success. Our goal is to foster a diverse and inclusive environment through intentional involvement and empowerment that promotes and sustains a sense of belonging. So all of that is to say that we want you to feel welcome and at home here at UHSP, and know that we value you and your story and wherever you come from. Our office has 3 major focuses. The first one is pipeline and progression. So that's making sure that we are bringing diverse, brilliant students to campus and are able to support them once they're here. Another focus of ours is patient care and global engagement. So we want to work with you all as future healthcare professionals to make sure that you're ready to engage in a diverse global environment once you're done with your time here. And then finally, promoting an inclusive community. So we actually manage spaces on campus, including the Multicultural Center, which I'm standing in right now, a space that values everywhere that everyone from on the UHSP campus comes from. In fact, we have a map that shows where everyone on our campus is from. We also have a spirituality center where you can engage in faith-based services and activities, as well as a prayer room for you to engage in private prayer. We also put on programs on campus throughout the year, and that includes programs such as those for Martin Luther King Week, for Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and for events like National Coming Out Day. We also take students to festivals around the area to learn about other cultures. We have a Festival of Nations and a Greek festival, And then we also hold workshops and come into classrooms to, again, engage with you all and make sure that you're ready to engage in our diverse global society once you're done here. So we are so happy that you're interested in us and would love to see you on campus. And with that, I'm going to pass it back to Courtney.
And Ryan, that was a lot of information, but just a little glimpse into what students can do outside of the classroom here to kind of let go some of that stress that comes from being in the classroom all the time and studying. So these folks are here to help and provide these services to you. We may have some questions for them later, so they'll be standing by just in case we have questions at the end of our presenters. We're going to leave RAS, we're going to leave the Recreation and Student Center now. We're actually going to head over to Jones Hall. Jones Hall is a really cool building on campus. It's actually the oldest building on campus. It's where all of the undergraduate courses are held, both courses and labs and lectures. So this is where you, if you're coming in as an undergraduate, will spend a lot of your time right when you get here. This building, like I said, is the oldest on campus. We moved to this location in St. Louis in 1927, and at the time, Jones Hall was the only building on campus. It was our campus, so it's really neat to be able to show you just a little bit of the inside here, both the old and the new. So first, I'm going to throw it over to Bob Zabrowski, Dr. Bob Zabrowski, who's our Assistant Dean and Chair for the Department of Liberal Arts, and he's also a history professor here. And then Bob is going to throw it over to Eric Knoll, who is our Vice President of Operations. So Dr. Zabrowski, heading over to you.
Thank you so much, Courtney. I'm in my favorite place in the world. I'm in one of our classrooms. I'm in room 1390 on the third floor of Jones Hall. The college, from its start in 1864, it was founded at 7 p.m. in a doctor's office downtown St. Louis by a group of people who believed that education is the key to great patient care. And really the two things, learning and patient care, are really what the college has traditionally been about for the last 150 or more years. Magic goes on in these classrooms. As I said, my favorite part of the day is to come in to meet my classes and to deal with bright minds who want to become great healthcare professionals. And that's really what the school traditionally has been about and will continue to be about. So we're honored that you're with us today to explore that possibility with us. We know this is an exciting time in your life and that you have a lot of choices. But this is a very, very special community. When I say the college was founded in 1864, some of the younger students actually believe that I was here at its beginning. Not quite. I've been here for 26 years and enjoyed every single minute of it with our students. Now, to speak of that, you'd say, well, why this university? Well, we have since 1864, we have over 11,000 graduates. 7,500 are still living and practicing. They practice in 48 different states and 13 different countries, and so our reach is truly global. What begins locally in this classroom, this magical experience between caring educators and eager students, turns into outstanding patient care for people worldwide. And so what was our initial mission? Well, I just happen to have a copy of it here. This is what our original founders said in 1864 and promised to our students, which we fulfill today. The St. Louis College of Pharmacy, now the University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy, will respond to all the requirements that may be demanded of it. Its standard of education is high, and it will be its constant effort to afford every facility to the students to reach that standard. As its means become more ample and opportunities more extended, it is hoped that its career will be more rapid and that it will rival its sister schools in its advantages and facilities for study, never forgetting the ultimate object, to sustain pharmacy among the circle of sciences and place its followers in the rank of scientific people. So really, during the last 150 years, the college has remained true to that initial pledge. World War I, the flu pandemic of 1918, the Great Depression, World War II, the financial collapse of 2008, just to name a few, and now COVID. And the college, through a great planning in the summer, has been able to adapt itself to hybrid learning in which students can benefit from both online and in-person instruction at their choice. We were the first College of Pharmacy west of the Mississippi and one of the largest in the country. I do want to speak a little bit about why we're different. One of the things that makes us different, we have our own music program, we have a theater program, of course athletics, and essentially what we're trying to do is to educate the whole person, the whole student. In my field, as the chair of the Department of Liberal Arts, our English professors, our literature professors, our history professors, sociology, psychology, and music all try to inspire students to become their best selves. And really, learning is truly what we have been and what we will continue to be about. Thank you for your time. Throw the program over to our Vice President of Operations, Dr. Eric Knoll, who's going to tell you more about esports and some other exciting things.
Hi everybody, my name is Eric Knoll. I'm Vice President of Operations here at the university. For those of you that heard Jill Harder talk earlier about the esports, I'm actually standing right now in this esports arena behind me. Hopefully, at some point in time, you will be able to join me in this esports arena. But before we start talking about the esports, I wanted to talk about three topics. One is public safety, one is research opportunities, and the other one is going back to the esports concept. So one of the questions I typically get is built around public safety. And for those of you that have not been here on this campus is situated right in the heart of the Central West End. And specifically, it's right in the middle of the Washington University Medical Complex. It's often and affectionately thought of as the hole in the donut, but I really like to think of it as the cream filling in the donut. So our public safety department is made up of security services, parking and card access control, and emergency management. We're a very close-knit community here, and we have very close-knit operations with our partnering institutions, BJC, WashU, and Children's Hospital. So much so that we do cross-collaborative training with them. Anything from inviting FBI on campus, Metro PD on campus to do active shooter drills with all entities, because we all have to learn and live and behave in a uniform way inside the campus when it comes to emergency response events. One of the other things I will tell you about is we do offer various programs for students on the campus. I know Ryan Page had mentioned some of the outreach and awareness programs. Some specific ones that the Public Safety Department puts on for students are things like women's self-defense. And coming soon, it has not been announced, but I will break the news for you now, is Jumpstart and Tire Change School. So these are some critical life skills that some of our students just don't possess when they come to us. And we help them out here with all of those things, but those are critical skills that they probably need to have going forward anyway. So we'll help provide them and educate them on how to do those things safely. So jumping over to the research platform, the university has invested numerous effort in advancing our research opportunities for our students, faculty, and staff on the campus. Those things come in a range of classical literature-based research to population studies, all the way down to new and exciting innovative bench-based research. And for those of you that don't know the bench-based research part that I'm talking about, it really is what you see in all of the movies where you have the bottles, the beakers, the scientists, the pipettes, and that sort of thing. So we've made numerous investments around the campus, most specifically to develop core facilities that will help support the infrastructure and allow us to increase our research endeavors on the campus. Some of those things include NMR, or nuclear magnetic resonance, is one particular core facility, high-resolution mass spectrometers, and even animal research facilities. So some of the research opportunities range from disease and potentially metabolic studies to drug design and drug addiction, all the way down to drug treatment and population impacts, even including field biology as well. So we have numerous collaborations with WashU, SLU, our surrounding hospitals, all of which translates into potential opportunities for you as a student here. So the last part here is really focused in on the esports, and for those of you that aren't familiar with esports, It is one of those concepts. It's been around. It's fairly new, but it's actually sweeping the nation. Many colleges and universities participate in esports, whether it be at the collegiate level or whether it be at just the recreational level. So we have built a facility, as Jill Harder had mentioned, that is state-of-the-art. It is comprised of 30 Alienware Aurora machines here that really assist for ultra-fast and stable gaming platform play. And Jill had mentioned some of those platforms that we're really interested in participating in. For those of you listening, for those parents listening, it sounds just like fun and games, but honestly, what it is, that gaming experience starts to develop critical skills that are necessary, that employers are actually looking for, namely because they go into some of the cognitive areas, they go into collaborative areas, the online environment, which is so critical nowadays. So you really start to develop some of these critical thinking skills in a different way that maybe I didn't have to really come up with, but the new students that are coming through the pipeline really have to consider some of these things. So if you pair this concept with the new the offering of a degree called data sciences, this is something that would be very, very advantageous, and this is what employers are looking for. Places like the FBI, supply chain management companies, biotech firms, IT security firms, all of these are the types of skills that these kinds of employers are looking for. So those opportunities are really exciting to be able to bring that here, along with those recreational or those collegiate level activities that can be sponsored through our athletics department. All right, Courtney, I will send it back to you.
Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you to Dr. Zabrowski as well. I know this is so much information and a lot of really useful information. So again, like I said, definitely let your admissions rep know if there's something today that you've heard that you maybe want to learn more about. Again, we plan to have 2 additional preview days later in the fall where we can break out into a session specifically about esports or specifically about the liberal arts academic side of things here, athletics, whatever has been spoken about today. So definitely keep letting us know if there's something you want to know more about. Last, we're going to head over to back here where we are in the academic and research building with Dr. Tricia Berry. She's going to talk to you about our professional program. She is actually the Assistant Dean of Student Academic Affairs and one of our professors in our pharmacy practice program. So Dr. Berry, take it away.
Thank you, Courtney. I'm really delighted to have you all here today, and I'm excited to describe to you our Doctor of Pharmacy program. The Doctor of Pharmacy program is a total of 4 years, and throughout that 4-year process, we have 3 years that is a combination of didactic courses, which includes both more traditional classroom and at this point virtual classroom activities alongside skills labs and the experiential curriculum. And then the final year of the program includes all advanced pharmacy practice experiences. Students complete 8 different 5-week rotations throughout that year to round out the program. So to kind of talk a little bit about some of the activities and experiences throughout those years, I'll focus first on the didactic portion and the first 3 years of the program. So we look at the program and it's certainly chock full of different types of pharmaceutical and biomedical information to help people become the best pharmacists that they can be. We kind of break that down into 6 different domains of information throughout our curriculum. We have biomedical sciences that kind of build on the foundational sciences that were completed in the prerequisites. We also have pharmaceutical sciences where people build on those basic biomedical sciences and develop expertise in the physical and chemical properties of medications, how they work, and how we best use them. We also have the integrated patient care activities, which are really a large part of our curriculum, and our students there learn how to gather information about patients, integrate that information with their medical conditions and with their different things that make them a person in terms of their family and social histories, And then we also introduce them to all of the different evidence that's available for the medical community to use, so that we can teach them how to best use those medications, how to choose one medication over another to make sure that we're optimizing the patient's medication outcomes for them and minimizing the risk of side effects, drug interactions, and all of those negative things. The pharmacist is definitely the medication expert on the team, and we need to be able to prepare students to take on that role within that healthcare team to make those recommendations and to interact with patients and other healthcare professionals. And so we do that in the classroom, but alongside that is a series of pharmacy practice skills lab courses. And so throughout 5 semesters of our curriculum, we have the integrated pharmacotherapy series, and then we have the skills lab activities. And today I'm in one of the skills labs, the community pharmacy practice skills lab. And in here, students learn a lot about the processing of prescriptions within the community setting and how to educate patients about those medications, how to give immunizations, take blood pressures, a variety of different things that they do throughout the community pharmacy, but also in the community itself. We also have a clinical skills lab where students learn in a physician office oriented setting how to do medication histories, medical histories, find out information from those patients so that they can make those recommendations. And then they also practice doing all of that patient education. And so in that setting, with these physician office simulated environments, they're going in and we hire standardized patients so that they can actually have that true simulated experience with patients. We also have a hospital-oriented lab where we have state-of-the-art facilities where they learn sterile compounding techniques. And we also have a pharmaceutics lab where they can learn how to make a variety of unique dosage forms ranging from tablets and, not tablets, but capsules and ointments and solutions and suppositories and all sorts of different dosage forms. And so throughout the curriculum, they learn a lot of different information about the physical and chemical properties, the best use of medications. They have simulated opportunities throughout the curriculum here on campus. And then in addition, they have the real life experiences that happen as well. And those happen throughout our introductory practice experiences in the P1 through P3 years, and a total of 300 contact hours in community and hospital and community-based settings. And then again, in the last year, it's all advanced pharmacy practice experiences. Again, 8 5-week rotations. There are core experiences that each student must complete, and there are also a lot of different electives that students can do so that they can explore different areas of interest, different areas that they may want to specialize in. Some examples include pediatrics, psychiatry, managed care. We have several students who go to the FDA and other sites throughout the United States. And we also have international opportunities that I think are important to share with you too. It provides an opportunity for students to not only learn about healthcare systems and healthcare issues in the United States, but also globally. A couple of other quick things I'll mention in the curriculum are information mastery. So all of the information that we have about our different medications and medical conditions, being able to manage that information, find it, evaluate it, use it. And lastly, administrative sciences, where we teach our students how to get involved in public health, get involved with leadership and management roles, and then also some of the pharmacoeconomic aspects of the healthcare system and pharmacy law. So you can see that our curriculum is very comprehensive and it prepares students very well to take on that medication expert role within the healthcare team. And I'll be happy to take any sort of questions at the end. And at this point, I think I'll turn it over to Courtney.
Yay, thank you so much, Dr. Berry. That was awesome. Again, lots of information, but I hope you all are enjoying what these presenters have to share with you today. We have one last guest here in the Callahan Lounge with us, and that's one of our student ambassadors in our Professional PharmD program, Jordan. So I'll let her introduce herself. Take it away, Jordan.
Thanks, Courtney. Hey everyone, I am Jordan Brown and I am a first-year professional student here at St. Louis College of Pharmacy at UHSP. So I am pursuing both my bachelor's in pharmaceutical sciences as well as my doctorate of pharmacy degree. I first chose to come to Stillcop because I saw how rapidly the pharmacy environment was evolving, and I loved how dedicated Stillcop was to preparing its students for all of those different healthcare paths that they may choose to take. What most excites me about becoming a pharmacist, though, is my ability to take such an active role in the healthcare process by using my education and then collaborating with other healthcare professionals to improve patient outcomes.
All right, thank you, Jordan. Appreciate that. I actually have one question for you. Somebody sent one in, and they had a question about how easy it was for students, both in the undergrad and professional, to get a hold of their faculty members to set up meetings if they have them. Is that pretty easy to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So Stillcap here at UHSP has such a small, close-knit community, and because of that, we have really easy access to all of our faculty and staff here at the campus. So we use an application called Moodle that everybody has access to, and you can reach them through that, or you also have their email addresses, and some of them even give their private phone numbers for you to reach out to them. They all have office hours on campus where you can just stop by and chat if you have a question or just hang out with your faculty. So it's so easy to get in contact with them here.
Okay, thank you so much, Jordan. We did get a few questions, so we're going to see how this works, bouncing back and forth between the presenters on campus, so bear with us. But I do have a few questions, and I'll be sure to say who the question is for within our presenters before I send it over to them. I think the first question we had, let me see which one it was. Give me 1 second. All right, I have a question for Eric Knoll. Somebody wanted to know about the laptops. Are there laptops that they need to bring from home, or is there some sort of program that they need to know about?
Yes, Courtney, for whoever asked the question, we do have laptops that we have that are suited and capable of handling the load for most of your entire student career here. So those laptops are things that can be ordered off of a website when that information is released. You have options on the laptop program of whether you want a straight laptop or whether you would like a touchscreen model, so there's some things built in there. Also with that laptop program comes accidental damage protection. And this is something we're looking at renegotiating with the vendor right now, specifically built around our issues with remote learning. We are going to be looking at having vendors that would be able to go to certain areas where the students might be, rather than the student having to come necessarily to the campus. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. We're negotiating those deals right now, but yes, there are laptops, yes, there are many choices, and yes, they're well suited, and they're competitively priced as well.
We also had another question come in, and this one is for Heather French. And there was, you may have already spoken about this, but they just wanted to ask you to talk about the laundry facilities up in the RAS hall, in the residence halls up there. If you can speak to what that is and how they can use those laundry facilities when they're on campus.
Sure, Courtney. So our laundry services are actually included as part of the on-campus room and board package. So there are full service laundry rooms in each of our buildings, and students are able to do unlimited wash and dry without having to pay at the time of usage, because that's all included. So you'll get ready to do all your laundry while you're on campus.
Great, that's good. Wash those sheets as many times as you want to throughout the semester. Hey Ryan, I had a question. Somebody was asking, I know you're involved in a lot of the student organizations here on campus. How easy is it to get involved in those organizations, and are there events all the time, or what does that look like for our students that are here on campus?
Yes, so I have the opportunity of actually being a student group advisor, so I work very closely with the Black Student Alliance here on campus, but I get to interact with a lot of different student organizations, and we have organizations that are based off of your culture and your identity, or just your interest, or something related to healthcare that you're interested in. So there's lots of organizations to join, and they're pretty easy to join. Each year in the fall, we have an event where you're able to interact with with these student organizations and leaders of those organizations to get to know more about what they do, give them your contact information, and stay informed on their events that they're having. I feel that there are events going on every week. Even in the time that we're in now, our students are hosting virtual events, trivia nights, movie nights, and so there's lots of events going on that you can get involved with here on campus, and there's so much that will come to your email. There are flyers on campus, flyers in your residence hall, so you tend to stay in the loop about those things, and they're pretty easy to get connected to.
And I wanted to add, I think you mentioned this a little bit, at the beginning of the year, pre-COVID time, we would have a big fair for students to come into the rec gym and see all the organizations on campus and write down their emails so that they can go to those meetings and get to know more about those organizations so they can know if that's something they want to be involved in. I do think we still had that. It was just virtual this year, so that's something that we do every year so that students can get a taste of what organizations are on campus and what best fits their desires of what they want to be involved in. All right, next question is for you, Jill Harder. Someone wanted to know, how often is the fitness center used? Is it pretty busy, or is it pretty easy to access when they want to?
Sure. Thanks for that question. We are open 7 days a week, and we really structure our hours around the times that our students are available to come in and work out. We have quite a few people that come in the mornings, but it really reflects the class time that our students are in classes. So usually it's not busy when they're in classes, but it certainly picks up just like any other fitness center does in the evenings, on the weekends, in the mornings, and then during the lunch hour too. So we're open from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. Monday through Thursdays. We close a little early on Fridays, and then we have a few more limited hours on weekends that really reflect our students. So yeah, it's easy to really be there. So
perfect. Awesome, Jill. Thank you so much. Next question I had real quick, and I'll throw it to you when I have it, but it's actually for Dr. Zabrowski and Dr. Berry, but we'll start with Dr. Zabrowski. How easy, kind of the question I asked Jordan, but from a professor's standpoint, how open are you to students reaching out to you if they need help in a class, or just to sit down and chat? If you can kind of talk about your willingness, or really you're in charge of the liberal arts department, so kind of in general, how easy is it for a student to reach out to a faculty member? Dr. Zabrowski, if you can talk on that really quickly.
Sure. That's one of the hallmarks of the school. It's not just what happens in the classroom, but the accessibility. I think most people are surprised if they come, especially transfer students, if they come from another university where you're taught by teaching assistants or graduate assistants. When you sign up for a professor here, you get the real professor. You don't get a teaching assistant. And so our faculty are amazingly open about, pre-COVID, you just simply walk right in. I mean, if somebody's in their office, professors do hold office hours, and there are specific times that they'll make a point to make sure they're available. But for the most part, you can just either, in the old days, you could just walk right in. Now you do it remotely. It's as easy as setting up. We use Microsoft Teams for remote learning. And it's very simple. You simply send an invitation to the professor, or they can send one to you, and you meet. Also, phone calls work really well, especially during academic advising. So I think one of the things we pride ourselves here on in the university, which has been a long-standing tradition, is we challenge students, but we also support them. And the support is really key. And plus, if there's, as Dr. French had spoken about, there's also more formalized. We have a very robust tutoring program, Each One Teach One, group tutoring sessions, writing center. So we're all about learning. And so the accessibility to learning is really what the university is all about.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Zabrowski. And again, Dr. Berry, kind of a similar question for you, but more focused in the professional program, in the graduate program. How easy is it for students to meet? These faculty members in the professional program are, pharmacists themselves. So how easy is it for students to meet with them? Do they have like a faculty advisor or something like that kind of helps guide them through the program at all? Dr. Berry, can you speak to that?
Sure, and I agree with Dr. Zabrowski's comments in that the faculty really enjoy interacting with the students and they make themselves readily available to students. In the pharmacy program, we have two academic departments, the Pharmaceutical and Administrative Sciences and Pharmacy Practice. And everyone pretty much has some sort of background in pharmacy. The Pharmacy Practice department are all licensed pharmacists, and the majority of them have a practice site in which they are practicing. So it could be a community pharmacy, a hospital or a clinic or some other setting throughout throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area where they actually practice as part of a healthcare team, and they have those advanced practice students. They're on-site learning with them as well. And so they are split between campus and that practice site. And so the scheduling can sometimes be a little bit more complicated, but I do think that with the Microsoft Teams that we've been using here in recent months, that's actually going to make that even easier than ever to try and make that work for everyone involved. The pharmacy faculty really enjoy getting to know the students, getting to understand what their career interests are down the road, and helping them either connect with colleagues around the country, help them understand what the different career options are, and helping them, if, for example, if they're interested in pursuing postgraduate residency training, helping them understand what that is, how to apply, mentoring them on interviewing skills, making sure that their resume and curriculum vitae is where it needs to be to really put their best foot forward. And so I would say it's supporting them not only in the didactic and experiential curriculum, but I would say it's really helping to support them in their career and professional interests as well.
And I can attest to that. So I asked that question, but I kind of already knew the answer to it. Being a student here, it was really easy. It can be intimidating, I think, sometimes when even coming in as an undergraduate to know how to approach professors. But again, I can kind of attest, because I lived in it, that the professors, not just Dr. Zabrowski and Dr. Berry, who we have here, but throughout the undergraduate program and throughout the professional program as well, they're really easy to talk to. They want you to succeed, so reaching out to them and asking them questions when you have them, they would prefer that. And I can definitely say I spent many an hour in the faculty members' offices during my time to try and help me just to be a better student and learn better. And so I agree with what they both said, and both Dr. Zabrowski and Dr. Berry had a big impact on me while I was here. So they're correct in what they said. Just two more questions. One, back to Eric Knoll real quick. Someone was asking how easy is it to get involved in research here on the campus, both undergrad or graduate level, but how easy is that to get involved in here, Eric?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. As far as the opportunities that exist, as I've mentioned, they're abundant, and as far as the ease to get access to those things, that's just a matter of what your interest is. All of our faculty members are open and willing to take on new students who are interested in the opportunities to do that research. And as I mentioned, that's anything ranging from population studies, literature research, bench research, field research. Everybody's available, and those opportunities are there for the students.
Thank you so much, Eric. And yeah, I think a lot of students find that even Lily, one of our undergraduate students that you met earlier, I know she's involved in research and she's an undergraduate student. And I know when I first spoke to her, she said that was one of her favorite things, that she knew she was able to get involved in that research right away, which isn't always possible at a lot of other institutions in that undergraduate program. Final question is a fun one. I'm going to throw it to you, Heather. See if you can answer this one. We do have a Chick-fil-A and Starbucks now on our campus as of just over 2 years ago. Can they use their meal plan at Chick-fil-A and Starbucks?
Absolutely. So students that live on campus will have a room and board package. That board package means the amount of dining dollars that are available to you that you can use at our cafe in RAS on the first floor, which is a full-service cafe that operates 3 meals a day, and it's excellent. They also, pro tip, they also have a made-to-order omelet station, so that's my favorite. But yes, students love the Chick-fil-A and Starbucks. We also have members from the local community that come in and will, partake in those as well. So those are also options for students to be able to use their dining dollars while they're on campus.
Good news, good news. Thank you so much, Heather. That's all the time we have for questions today, and those were some really good ones. But like I said earlier, we're gonna have 2 additional preview days in the evenings on November 11th and December 8th. We'll send out more information about that soon, so keep an eye on your email. But definitely let your admissions representative know if there was something that was talked about today that you want to know more about, because we want to cater these events to what you want to know, so that we're not just talking at you, but actually giving you information that you're interested in. So let us know if there was something that was talked about today that you want to know more about, and we will be sure to create a session that will cater to that, okay? So definitely let us know. It's been an awesome day. This is definitely a new setting for us to be doing this preview day in, so thank you for bearing with us. If there were any technical issues that you had, we apologize, but again, thank you so much for joining us. And I am not an actress, so this was very nerve-wracking for me, so I appreciate you, again, bearing with us and enjoying this day with us. I did want to thank everybody that was able to be here socially distanced on campus, all of our presenters, to Heather French, Eric Knoll, Ryan Page, Jill Harder, Dr. Berry, and Dr. Zabrowski. Thank you so much for spending time here today. Also my admissions team that's here with me, not on camera, but here helping to make this day possible. Our ambassadors that were here helping along today as well. And then of course, our production team, because I would have been even more nervous if we would have been doing this by ourselves. So they are awesome and helped make this possible. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We can't wait to have more of these events and get better and better and present to you the information that you want to know. So thank you so much. Stay healthy, have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.